This is for the nerds, this is for the brainiacs, this what we deserve. Go ahead and play it back, you ain't gonna touch me, you not gonna do nothing, you are not above me, I bet you wish you was me, I know it, I know.
What is poppin', everybody? And welcome back to another special episode of the Only Friends podcast. Well, you know, it's me and my only friends, where we get my sidekick back today. He's back on duty. What's poppin', Burke?
It's good to be back, man.
Is it?
Yeah.
You spent fucking 5 days in the sauna in the woods. What do you expect?
Look at this shot.
I did. What's wrong with the shot now?
It
I was asking you.
That looks fine.
looks good.
We were talking about something. Jesus.
Yeah, I wanted to hear about the sauna.
I'm back from my sauna retreat. I did
Sauna retreat. The pictures wanted us to retreat.
I
Yeah.
did 6 minutes cold plunge every day in the morning. First thing, woke up, right to the cold plunge.
Sounds miserable.
There's a picture of a little igloo iceberg.
Igloo?
Yeah, igloo.
Igloo.
Iceberg just like floating by my feet. Did 45 minutes in the sauna every day, 4 days
It's a
straight.
Joe Rogan camp.
It's a Huberman
Did you guys
camp.
do
Jesus.
nootropics right after?
Always.
Yeah.
Do nootropics every day. There was a moose camping out by we had an outdoor sauna. It was a
And you shot the moose and
Yep.
froze the meat?
No, I didn't even bother shooting it. I killed it with my bare hands and then ate it.
Raw.
That's
Raw.
manly.
Raw
Yeah.
dog the
Sick.
moose.
Primal.
Went right for the liver. Just right for the liver. I held it up like a big trophy.
You're the liver king adjacent.
That's right. No, we had a wood fire sauna outside, so it was like it was the hottest sauna I've ever been in. I think at its peak, it was like 235.
What?
It was hot.
I mean, water
I thought
boils
about-
at 216.
Yeah, I thought about that. Well, 220, but or no, you might be right. 216.
Oh
You
my
even be in
God,
the-
give me a fucking win, man. It's 216.
Is it 216? Okay, it might be 216.
He can't help
angsty
He
pants.
can't help himself.
But
He does this every time, Nikki.
easily the hottest that I've ever been in, and there were two layers, like the high bench and the low bench. So I'm sitting on the high bench, and there's two other guys on the low bench, and the one guy on the low
Well.
bench. Okay, I knew it wasn't 216, so fuck you.
Fuck you.
Yeah, I'm so
Wow.
glad neither one of you win.
Yeah, me too.
Whatever. I'm happy to be wrong, but I was just positive that was also wrong. Anyway, guy on the low bench, he grabs, which this is also remarkable. There's a bowl of water in there, to stoke the fire.
Yeah. And to hydrate.
How does it not boil?
How does it not boil?
It's in a wooden bowl. That's how. Wood is an insulator.
This is what you learned at your camp?
Well,
Because
because
for 4 days he was gone, Linda. Wooden is an
This what you
insulator.
learned about at camp.
I was just thinking about it. It was a little.
Yeah.
I was thinking out loud. I'm thinking,
Don't hurt
like, it's
yourself.
235 degrees in here. This water is probably pretty fucking hot. And I dipped my finger in it. I was like, that's about
What an idiot
55
to
degrees
dip his
water.
finger in that.
Because you
No,
have
it was
to.
like 55 degrees.
But I understand that. But if it wasn't, that would have been fucked.
Well,
Well,
it wasn't, I could visibly see it wasn't boiling, Conrad.
He would have sacrificed just the tip.
Yeah,
of his
just the
finger.
tip. It was just the tip. I put it, the
It was
thumb.
his left hand.
No, I'm left-handed. It was
Shit,
my
white
right
It
hand.
was his
there.
right hand.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So then
Sacrifices would need to be made
So anyway,
for science.
he hits the fire with it, and I have to tell you, I don't know what it's like to be a firefighter. God bless you all, you're heroes, and I know that you're equipped with I
lot.
thought I was dying. I literally thought I could feel hair on the side of my face like singeing.
How did your phone not die in that temperature? How were you able to take
Yeah,
pictures?
how could you grace us with your presence?
It would last for like the first 3 minutes or so, and then it would start to get too
You're like,
hot.
I gotta get this pick in.
Well,
Yeah.
what I tried to do. What I tried to do to force myself was I would go in the sauna, I'd play on my phone for the first few minutes, try to be distracted, and then I would set the timer for 12 minutes because 15 was about as much as I could take. It was
Yeah.
just too hot. And it worked okay for the sauna, but I was putting it outside, so I didn't necessarily know when it went off. It worked really well for the ice bath.
Okay.
And I have to tell you, 3 minutes, long fucking time.
Yeah. I've researched these ice baths, and apparently it doesn't really do that much for you.
Lies.
But it will mentally make you stronger.
Mm.
That's where all the most benefits are. Less so health wise.
Cold shock proteins.
Getting through it.
Cite
and
your sources.
Yeah,
Okay.
you picked a bad time to do
Twitter.
this.
Not going to
The
cut it.
internet.
Oh shit, the source. I made it up.
All right. I love Andrew Huberman, and he's always about cold plunges. And then I always like to look at opposite takes,
Yeah.
just to see what they have to say about things before I try them.
Okay.
and I decided not to try it.
I was gonna say instead of you landing somewhere in the middle, you just went with the opposite
Yeah,
take.
I was like, I do way more stressful things. I can for mental stamina. I don't need it.
Okay, so the neuroscientist clearly doesn't know as much as whatever the opposite hot
you know
take
what?
was.
It was actually he himself even said that. He was like, yeah, actually, it's not like you could go read it. You know what?
I'm
Go
gonna have
read
to, 'cause
it on the
I'll
internet.
go find the tweet.
I've heard the opposite from Huberman, but the science is ever changing. We learn more every day, so
Science is ever
perhaps
changing.
perhaps you're correct.
He's like, I like it and shit. And also,
That's the tweet? That's
I'm
the
paraphrasing.
Yeah, sick tweet. Sick
yeah, I like it and shit, and I think it's good for your routine. But like, you don't need
Huberman's
it.
an idiot. He's got
Excuse me?
all you guys in the cult out there just fucking sitting ice baths, going into fucking saunas and shit for an hour a day.
What's the worst that could happen from joining the cult?
You are literally over there smoking yourself to death. I haven't heard you not cough in 5 years.
I haven't coughed in a while.
Why? How
What do
could
you
you
mean?
ever say that? Bro, you cough every single day.
Yeah, Conrad, if you cold
When I'm
plunged,
hitting
you wouldn't
something,
cough. If
or
only
I'm
you cold
hitting
plunged.
a vape, maybe.
Oh yeah, I got to hear that when we were in Florida. I think when you brush
In
your
the
teeth,
Florida.
right?
What was that?
In the Florida.
You brush your teeth, it's like
Oh yeah, that
game
one's
over.
especially bad.
Bro, you both, when you brush your teeth, sound like you're gagging.
Yeah, it's funny that Berkey brings it up because he's the only other person in the house that does it.
Yeah, but
He's deflecting.
Literally the only
No,
other person.
I know
I'm
that I do.
scraping yellow shit off my tongue because I vape, smoke weed, whatever.
Ew.
And like, he is just doing it.
I also brush my tongue because I'm a responsible human being,
I don't
and
think that's what his point was.
well, and I also cough, but my cough is just like a normal like kind of thing.
No, nothing is fucking
Brother,
normal about when you
brother.
put the
Yours sounds
toothbrush
like
down your throat.
Yours sounds like your intestines are actually being removed
And yours
through
does
your
too.
mouth.
I think his is
All right,
just from
Guapo.
aging.
Guapo,
sir.
you've heard both of them, correct?
Yeah,
Give your take.
it's not even close.
Thank you, Guapo. Thank you.
Wow. I wasn't expecting this. This didn't go the way I
I
thought it was
honestly
going to
get
go.
scared because it sounds like Conrad's gonna die.
Yeah.
All right, so you guys wake up butt ass early and you cold plunge and then
Only
you,
I wake up better.
and then you hot sauna.
Wow,
Okay.
it's so,
I was
so
on it.
special.
It went cold plunge, sauna, cold plunge, shiver dry, and then
Shiver dry.
Super dry.
then we
No-
had a
no
workout
wiping
class
feet.
with Peely Martin, Kev Martin's wife. She instructed the guy to tell you, even though we didn't have any weights, shit was hard.
Yeah.
Shit
Yeah.
was hard.
Wait, was it yoga? What was it?
No. We were doing hits.
Oh, okay.
So she was just basically. It was a lot of lunging.
a lot
Is
of
what it was.
burpees. Did you do a lot of burpees?
Not a lot of burpees. A lot of lunging. A lot of dips and push-ups and body weight stuff. But a lot of lunging.
Okay.
I can't emphasize enough that there was a lot of
I
lunging.
like lunges.
Okay.
You say
makes
that
one of
now,
us.
yeah.
If you were
you-
like a lot of push-ups, I'd be like, oh, count me out.
Oh, there were a fair amount of push-ups, but a lot of lunges.
Okay.
A lot of
So
lunges.
did you come back with a tight ass?
That was the plan.
Well, we all got a 1 hour massage. It was part of the trip. Fantastic. And I have to tell you, the highlight of the trip, the massage therapist, not once, not twice, but thrice said, "You have very strong legs. Very strong legs."
Did you tell her about the lunges?
Yeah, told her all about the lunges.
You're like, well, first I wake up and I cold plunge, and then I do lunges. I
you
plunge
forgot
and
the
I lunge,
sauna.
baby.
You forgot the sauna.
That's right. Don't leave the
Yeah,
sauna.
but it didn't rhyme with plunge and lunge.
Sunge.
Let her
yeah.
cook, bro.
Sponge.
Let her
A
cook.
nice sponge.
Okay.
Yeah, it was good to get away. It was nice to be in the woods. It was.
What else did you do? Like, why did you
Where's the
go
fun
there?
part?
You didn't go there for that.
I personally went there for that.
For that?
Everybody
Just to
else
get
went for a
away?
totally different reason. Yeah, he was like, Elliot hit me up and he's like, hey,
Mate.
I know we talked about this. You want to be around groups more because you're uncomfortable. Like, we got to get you out of your comfort zone.
Are you uncomfortable around groups?
I am very uncomfortable. One-on-one, I can talk to anybody.
Comfortable around.
Small groups, large groups, don't care. I try to fade into the black.
Oh.
I'm the king of Irish goodbyes.
Yeah, except for
And-
when you're on the podcast.
And Irish hellos.
Just being Irish in general.
Yeah, like I walked in and there was like 10 people there and they're all kind of like clicking up already. And I was just like, I'm going to go find my room.
Yeah.
But just in social settings, right? Because like I've seen you teach academy and you
Well,
look
that's
fine.
different.
Yeah, it's different, right?
Yeah.
That's how I feel too.
They're there for me. So it makes it
Yeah,
makes it very
like you have the
easy.
microphone.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So he's like, we got to get you uncomfortable. Yeah. I'm like, no, man. He's like, it's a cabin in the woods for 5 days and you get a massage. And I was like, oh, what time do you need me to be there? I'm on the next flight. So the actual premise of it was like what did he call it? He called it a control room mastermind, but effectively it was just like a bunch of entrepreneurs, CEOs, et cetera, that were coming to like workshop problems within their business, or some went like the relationship route, whatever. Just get in a room with a bunch of smart people and, you know, throw shit against the wall, see what sticks.
And
That part
do
was great.
lunges with each other.
Yeah, that part was great. But the cold plunge and the sauna, that was what I was there for. Yeah.
Why don't you just get that at your house
I
instead
have
of a pickleboard?
No, I have it at
Okay,
my house.
you have it at your house. Okay, so why'd you have to go to Utah?
Well, because there's woods there.
He wanted to escape us.
Yes,
Just plant some woods in your house.
I needed to be
get-
gone.
Yeah,
Where are
I
the
can
woods?
understand that.
I really needed
You
a
needed
week
to
away.
be in a sauna where Landon was it within
No, I was not.
15 feet of you.
Not in the same.
Stimming in the kitchen.
We don't go in this. No. It's a small sauna. I look like a snake in
Okay.
the
He
sauna.
knows you're there.
My sauna is a 2-person sauna for what it's worth. It's not that small. But secondly, what he does in that sauna is unspeakable. I mean, I don't know what goes on in there, but it's some cross between a rave and like
It's a
some
good time.
self-loathing mental session.
It's
that
a good time.
I'm unaware of. But it's like he'll just have some random like motivational documentary on volume 100.
That was the first weaponizing incompetence story. So I was in the sauna. I was watching like a Mike Tyson doc, and it was really loud. And Melissa was watching TV on the couch, and she texts in the group chat. And I just had my phone in the closet pocket of the sauna, and she types in the chat, "Can you turn down the volume in the sauna?" And I said, "I can't," implying that I could not turn off the volume inside the sauna. I'd have to get out of the sauna and go to the iPad and turn the volume down
Right.
in order to turn the volume down.
The iPad and the sauna are exactly 1.5 feet apart.
Great.
So I said I can't, because can't implies I'd have to get out and then it would
you
be
sound
cold.
like my fucking mom.
This is weaponizing incompetence. This is, now you get it.
Okay.
Because I know how to do it, but I can't do it within the
Yeah.
constraints that I want to.
Right.
I think can't is the wrong
I
word.
think you're
right, Landon?
weaponizing annoyance.
I think won't is the correct word, and that's why it's weaponizing
Well, I can't
incompetence.
do it because I'd have to get out of the sauna.
No,
Weaponi-
can't implies that it cannot be done.
Well,
Correct.
it cannot be
Won't.
done within the sauna.
Won't implies that. See, this is what we're talking about. This is how you gaslight and weaponize incompetence and all these other things. You just take details that are clearly not in your favor, and you find a way to spin it.
It's a linguistics thing. You're just taking a linguistic argument and making it so that you don't have to get up.
It's even worse than that because he's also making a huge implication within the framework of the logistics
Yeah.
or the linguistics, right? So he's saying can't means literally while I'm in the sauna, I cannot.
Right.
But nobody could ever know that.
Yeah. I don't think this is the same as weaponizing incompetence. I think you're interchanging them incorrectly.
Wait, okay, so give me a weaponizing
You're
incompetence.
just being annoying. Like if like you sound like a teacher that's like waiting for me to say the proper
May I?
grammar.
The
Yeah, grammar.
grammar.
Like I'm like, can
I
I
go
go
to the
yeah, can I go to the
bathroom?
bathroom?
Can you?
I don't know. Can you? What time is it? Time for you to get a watch.
No, that one's different.
That's different. Yeah,
Yeah,
but
that
I'm
one's
just saying
different.
the annoying level is the same.
No, the language one's worse for
God,
sure.
I'm going back to Utah. Get me the fuck out.
Can someone explain
Welcome
why can
home.
I go to the bathroom is incorrect?
It's may I.
Yeah, because you can go to the bath. You can perform that.
Gotcha.
It's in your
You
ability.
can perform that action.
But may you is seeking permission.
Gotcha.
Which is also very stupid. The implication
That someone is
it's obviously,
gatekeeping the bathroom.
Can I leave? Is
It
the
never made
question.
me want to drop out of school more.
Yeah.
That's reminds me of the Blind said the "Can I leave now?" when like he's getting the interviews from different colleges.
Oh,
or
yeah.
where's he gonna go?
Yeah.
Can I leave now? It's like, can you? Imagine they use that in the movie,
What movie?
The Blind Side.
Oh,
You've never seen this?
I've seen The Blind Side.
Yeah.
They say it's all fake.
Well, I think he's
I
suing.
just,
He's
I saw
yeah,
that.
I just read it actually this morning again. He's
How did that happen?
I have no idea. I just somehow came across
Well,
the
it's
same
been
fucking
relevant.
article.
Yeah, he's been like suing the family.
Yeah. So basically, he's just saying that they didn't adopt him and they kind of tricked him into being his. What do you call that?
Like Guardian.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But it's a conservatorship or something like that.
Conservatorship. The
Yeah.
thing that Britney
Spears.
Spears. Did you say conservatory?
Dude, what is going on
where
with
birds
Britney
are.
Spears?
I
Yo.
mean,
Dude,
I just okay. So our
Been a
other
rough life,
podcast
man.
I'm
just
not
did
following
a
her on Instagram, but I like saw like her last like 5 or 6 posts,
She might be an AI right now.
I have a friend that does a daily wellness check on Britney Spears' social media.
Is it Farrah Galfond?
No.
She was leading the charge for Free Britney during the.
No, I fell into the TikTok rabbit hole about how her account has been AI for like 5 years.
That would make a lot of sense.
It's actually really interesting because they like slow down her videos to where you can see glitches and stuff, and they think that sometimes it's a man.
All right, listen. She looks like she's on the most drugs.
Yeah,
In these videos, she's like dancing on TikTok.
I mean, she just might not be mentally well, man. Like, I don't know how much time you spend around people who are schizophrenic or bipolar, but like, they don't really present themselves as being in touch with reality.
She does not look good, cuz.
Ever tell you the story about my mom when she had a schizophrenic episode?
Go on.
All right, so at this point, she
I've
was.
never seen any of this. What's going on here?
Britney Spears right
IG. This is her Instagram.
just being-
She does this every post is like this.
Yeah.
I could see where that's AI.
Liked by 270,000 people.
Yeah,
I can
it's
see where
just
that's drugs.
like the way that she blinks and like her teeth disappear sometimes. Sometimes she has extra fingers because AI is bad at those things.
Guard your heart.
Oh,
I
yeah,
can
yeah.
see
Is
this
it the
being
same
true.
dance? Is it the same thing? Almost.
And then there's one in that outfit where she's by a piano and the reflection in the piano isn't that outfit. Like it's not someone wearing that outfit.
Ooh.
This is interesting.
I don't know, man. She's just feeling herself. She's out there
Yeah.
putting it out to the world.
I hope it's that. Genuinely, I hope it's that.
God
She's
bless.
smoking meth.
Yeah, she might be.
She's free. She deserves it.
Wait,
she wants to, whatever she wants to do, she does.
I'll
she
tell you
deserves
this much.
I need to hear your story you have.
I'll tell you this much. It makes me feel good about me at a very young age picking Christina Aguilera over Britney Spears.
There you go.
That I invested in the right stuff.
What was the
Amen.
story you were gonna say about your mom?
That's what I'm saying.
So this was like a year or two after she had gotten divorced from my dad. At the time, she was single, but certainly crazy, undiagnosed bipolar disorder and schizophrenic. And then on top of that, she was, she was a long time addict, but this was when she first started dabbling in like pharmaceutical drugs. So at this point, she's sober, fresh out of the mental hospital, and starts going through a schizophrenic episode where I'm like outside playing, and she comes up and tells me that she had a miscarriage and that the baby is alive and our neighbors have him. So she was going around the neighborhood, knocking door to door, asking if they had seen her miscarried baby.
I think you did tell me this story.
Yeah.
I didn't know this one.
That's so sad.
That is
I mean,
so
it's sad, but like that.
Yeah.
My point is,
Yeah.
Have you ever seen one of these episodes?
this would look like somebody on meth to someone who doesn't know any better.
Yeah.
You know? And that's
Man.
not to say that somewhere down the line she wasn't on meth. She may have been, but at this exact moment in time, this was just sheer schizophrenia and bipolar disorder. You know, she was just going through an episode.
My grandfather's girlfriend went through one of these episodes too, but it was on shrooms and PCP, and
Well, yeah.
she started fighting cops and shit, running around my neighborhood naked.
Especially to tear somebody's face off.
Oh no, she tried.
Yeah.
There was like 6 cops. It was like, 3 cops, my mom's boyfriend, my mom, and my grandfather, all trying to like keep her down and stuff. And she looked like the fucking beast, just fighting
Yeah,
everybody.
they say PCP is a hell of a drug.
Hell of a drug.
Remember when bath salts were like were
Florida
rampant
brand thing.
everywhere, and
Yeah.
they were eating people's faces off?
This is Florida.
I'll never forget that day. Devin calls me. That's my Devin lived right across the street from me, and he's like, "Your grandfather's girlfriend is running around naked, and everybody's chasing her."
How old was she?
So funny enough, my grandfather's girlfriend was the same age as my mother,
Okay.
maybe like 2 years older.
Shout out to OG Grandpa.
This was your mom's
Getting
dad.
it in.
Yeah. So I want to
My
say
guy.
at this time I was probably like 16, 17. So she was probably like 35.
My guy. Okay, Grandpa.
30, no, probably like 37.
Okay.
Wildin'.
Met a man at this retreat. Big shout out to Chris. He was an absolute gangster. Navy SEAL, just like super badass kind of guy. And the first story he tells us is about how he and a team of 3 other men rowed across the Atlantic from Spain to, I think they ended up in Florida when it was all said and done. So they did it in 33 days, which...
On what?
A rowboat.
Like a road.
Is that like
they
a-
rode.
Like a giant
Oh.
boat. I mean, not a
Road.
not a small rowboat.
I was like, what did they ride on?
Were they getting out of a situation or something?
No, it was a part of a race. They broke the American record and still got 5th in. So they finished it in 33 days, which was like 14 days faster than the previous American record. They were still 5th overall.
Sounds like we're not even
There were
trying.
4 other teams that like smash them.
You're not first, you're last.
That's fair. So I kept asking him all these questions, like, you know, how many calories a day did you burn? He's like 5,000. I'm like, okay, there's 4 of you. That's 20,000 calories. That means over 33 days, just doing some quick math, that's like, you know, 360,000 calories. Where did you store all the food? And in my mind, I'm thinking of like just a pretty big rowboat is what they're on. He's like, this was not what you think it was. He showed me a picture. It was like this very big boat with like large halls where they could store stuff and stuff. And every question that I would ask him after that, I would be like, you know, what happened whenever like it would storm? And he would go, you just row.
Where did they pee?
I asked him that. I'm like, what about going to the bathroom and stuff like that? He's like, you pee and you row.
What if you had a shit?
You shit and you row.
Oh my God.
So they did 2 hours on, 2 hours off.
Oh my God.
Did they have depends on? Like
No. They did 2 hours on, 2 hours off.
Oh, okay.
So 2 guys would be rowing, or maybe it was 3 guys rowing, 1 guy on a break, and they were 2 hour shifts.
Oh, okay.
So you would like go through each station
So you
or whatever.
actually get to sleep like 6 or 7 hours.
Yeah, like an hour. Well, not necessarily, because you have to do a lot of stuff in that 2 hour gap. So when you're off for that 2 hours, you have to maintain the boat. You have to clean yourself. You have to eat. You have to, you know, piss, shit, whatever, and then find time to sneak in asleep. So yeah,
Sounds fun.
like I just kept grilling him. I'm like, what about this? What about this? He's like, just keep rowing. And he must have repeated it like 50 times. I was like, this is the best catchphrase I've ever heard. Like, this is just so great. So the entire like 4 or 5 days, any chance that I had to just kind of like sneak one in there where somebody would say something and it would be like a little bit of a tense moment, I'd just be like, just keep rowing.
I like that.
That was fun.
It's like they just keep swimming from Finding Nemo.
Yeah.
But you're rowing because you're a human.
Which is also just like way tougher.
It's way tougher.
I asked him like about prep. He's like, yeah, you know, for like 3 months prior, me and my friends, we were just on the row machine every day
Just
for hours. And I go, what? He goes, yeah, right before we started, we just did 72 hours straight on the rower.
So like, I gotta ask, like, because in my head, they are just really bulked up top and then tiny legs.
No.
Big legs.
First of all, rowing is a lot of legs.
Oh, is it?
Way more than you
I've
would
never
imagine.
rowed.
So I've been rowing for time actually. As of late, we have one in our garage. You can try it.
Yeah, I'm sure.
But I've been rowing for time lately, and the first time I did it, I sprinted too hard out of the gate, and my legs just fried.
Really?
I was supposed to do 2,000 meters. I got to like 800, and my legs were just
You're like using your body weight to like push off to.
Yeah, you're. It's all one fluid motion, right? But like most of the momentum is your legs pushing, and that last final pull was back. But he was like, yeah, we were just on the row machine for 72 hours straight.
Oh my God.
And I go, what were your splits? Because I do 2K row, and you know,
I just need to know.
I just want to know like where are we at here?
He laughed at you.
And he's like they weren't good. But yeah, it was an interesting group.
What's your splits?
Like how many meters he went before he stopped.
Oh, okay.
Time,
no. It's
time taken for meters.
Per 500 meters is how it's measured.
You can pick.
So like I row
meters.
like 140 per 500, give or take. Maybe 150-ish.
How often do you row? You have a lot of different things at your house. Sounds like
we got a lot.
Pickleball and row machines and
pickleball
saunas.
soon,
Yeah.
not yet.
Pickleball is soon.
Where do you find the time?
Do you just
How
row?
do you balance the
Dedicate
rowing?
morning routine.
Somebody said, wait, the Coast Guard stopped a guy from taking a big hamster wheel across the Atlantic, but they allowed a rowboat?
I was just thinking that. I literally was thinking that in my head.
The giant hamster wheel would not have lasted 33 days.
But let a guy try.
No, he's gonna die.
So let it. He should
Always.
sign
You
a
don't know how
waiver.
much food he has in there?
I know it's not enough. I know for sure it's not enough.
Man,
He signs a waiver. He's good.
Florida man.
who does he sign the waiver to?
To God.
Okay.
Like I just don't. Like if I want to die, if I want to die,
All right,
I
all
should
right.
be able to die.
Is that waiver like a suicide video?
No, it's like I want to die trying. You know, if
Get
I
rich or
if I
die
make
trying?
it, yay. If not,
Conrad.
Let me go.
Conrad, I think it's time.
Let's go.
It's time! Oh, yes, we're back. Let's fucking go! Fucking go! So,
no.
as you guys know, we are doing a Circa Millions and a Circa Survivor. So we are going to be throwing our picks in here with Weekend Warrior. And this is kind of the fun part because me and Berkey are about to argue. Berk.
Maybe less than you think.
All right. Let's see. So for the Survivor.
Okay.
Who are you looking for?
Survivor's a little bit tricky. For
what it's worth, I hate every single game on the board.
Well, I think, yeah, it's not an easy week. I think we might have missed one with the Eagles, but I also think we needed. I think I had them saved for one of the holiday weeks.
I also thought the same
because there's only a few games that you can pick from, so you need to save like some good teams for the holiday slate. The Lions are also one of them, so I don't think they're really viable this week.
I don't like the Lions because of that same reason.
Yep.
Although I feel like the team that they're playing isn't a gimme, but we definitely need to pick somebody that day, and there wasn't too many good games.
Yeah, I like the Bills, but it's going to be chalk. I like the Niners. Obviously, that's going to be chalk as well.
Yeah, I mean, I'm not too big fan of the Niners because they're playing somebody in the division, and the Rams.
Bro,
I know the Rams suck, but like this is division games.
I don't
this shit
care.
Happens.
The Niners are really. I mean, maybe they're just not that good, but they looked like a really complete team last week.
I mean, no, they are good, and they're going to be one of the best. But
also,
I mean,
like, it's not.
How you feeling about the Browns?
Fuck off.
What do you mean? Honestly, come on, man. Did you see? Honestly, look, Pickett and Pickens are like the modern day fucking. Or I'm sorry, not Pickens. Pickett and Najee Harris are like the modern day Whedon and Richardson.
That's the dumbest thing.
They're going to do nothing, man.
Anybody say?
Listen, man, there are a bunch of bums over there in Pittsburgh.
Wow.
You're so dumb.
All right. So go on. Who are you liking?
Are you going to that game or no?
No.
Oh, that's sad.
Why would you think I'm going to
Pittsburgh.
fly back to Pittsburgh for a Browns game?
True fans would go fly back to Pittsburgh for a Browns game. I mean, you fly back to Pittsburgh so you beat. Yes, you go for that game.
Right, first, we've been over this. I don't really actually enjoy going to football games. I think they're way better to watch on TV. Secondly, I would love to go home. And
Brian went home.
If I were home, I would happily go to this game. I hope Lamanna has tickets this weekend. If he doesn't, I question his fanhood.
It's on Monday.
Oh, even worse.
Primetime game.
Yeah.
He'll be back Tuesday, so he'll be there.
Okay, he'll be there.
Yeah.
Only the EP gets to know when he comes
I know
back.
everyone's schedules. I feel the opposite
Respect.
about baseball, where it's like baseball I'd rather be live
Yes.
instead of watching it on TV.
And hockey.
Yeah, football I like watching at home.
Yeah. Have you been to a football game, Landon?
I have. Not a fan.
It's slow.
I've been to one, and it was 2 years ago. It was the Lions versus the Rams.
It's also been a while.
And I think the Lions either beat the Rams or like upset them, or it was a close game, and they were playing good. It was a fun game to go to.
To be fair, I've probably been to 5 Steeler games in my life, and the only one that didn't have below freezing temperatures was Pittsburgh versus Miami on a Monday night game where it pissed rain.
And it was 3-0?
3-0.
Why do all the cold stadiums not have indoors? Like, why are they outdoor?
That's the point. This is a man's sport, Nikki.
But it's not like 1812 anymore. Like,
No,
you-
what do you mean? The whole point of football is weather.
No, it's
not.
not. It's fucking miserable.
Exactly.
Are they gonna put a
It's
dome
meant
around
to
their
be
boats
miserable.
when they
Lucas Oil
row?
Stadium's indoors. They learned.
Yeah. You think that they had a fucking dome over that boat? He just rowed.
Nobody gives a fuck
Get out
about
there
this
and play the
goddamn
fucking game.
rowboat.
Don't tell me
Every-
you just took that.
What? I made it better. You didn't deliver well. I'm sorry.
No, you fucking stomped on it and you curbed it.
Okay, well, I got the laugh and you didn't. I don't know
Landon
what
gets
to tell
credit for the laugh.
It's unreal.
This is like
Everyone
man?
give Landon
I
credit
don't need
for
the credit.
This is
I just
why-
want to be. I don't need the credit. I just want to be heard.
This is why Berkey's getting paid on X. He steals all the jokes from the group chat and just puts
Yeah,
them
you
on
got
Twitter.
$100 fucking dollars.
He's
We're
smart
He's
enough to
fucking rich.
leverage. We're smarter, not harder.
Yeah.
Absolutely
Thank
I
you,
actually
Nikki.
applaud it.
Thank you, Nikki.
All right, so who we going with, Berk? Who do you like?
curb stomping thief.
Honestly, if you want my actual pick to click for the week that I'm gonna try to talk everybody into on the Survivor. Oh, actually, I have to take it back. I was gonna say it's the Cowboys over the Jets, but I think we need to save them
for
one of-
Christmas or
Yeah.
because they play on both, I think.
Yeah, I think so too. I think it's the Niners.
What we think about Falcons?
You like not? No.
No.
Hell no.
No, come on, bro.
Are you crazy?
I would pick against. Like, I would take.
Jordan Love looks great.
Yeah, I would take in our. Well, we should pick the Survivor now, and then we can talk spread because we have to pick 5.
We do
against
actually have
the
to
spread.
pick some stuff because.
But I would take the Packers -1.5.
For the spread?
That's-
Yeah, I'm with you there. I honestly, I
Scary.
think I'm coming around to liking the Chargers for Survivor. We have to use them to play in the Titans. Titans are decent, I guess, but
I'm not
Chargers
taking,
put up points.
bro. I don't like these home dogs.
I just would hate to use the 49ers or somebody that we just need later, that we need a win from.
I mean, the Niners don't play on any of the holiday slates, and the only reason why I wouldn't want to take them this week is because they're going to be chalk. But it's so early, and we only have one team. Like, who gives a shit?
Man,
Survive in advance, baby.
It's funny how people see this like this besides like tournaments. It's like, oh, like I don't want to risk my tournament life versus like, oh, we need these teams for later. Like assuming you're actually going to get that far in this tournament.
Well, that's how you win. You set yourself up for
You have
the
you have to look ahead somewhat. Like if we just burn all of the holiday teams, then we'll just lose that week.
It's like in best ball. Like you pick for week 17, week 18 for the playoffs.
Yeah.
Like, you just picked
Because losing now just doesn't matter that much.
Why do people have this mentality now? But like in tournaments, they're like, oh no, I'm just in the money. I'm scared.
What you're implying is what people do in tournaments.
Yeah.
They wait for aces. The Niners here are aces. Like
Yeah.
we're saying it's better to be contrarian early because it gives you more freedom later. Like it doesn't matter if you lose week 2 or you lose week 10. You don't really have any EV difference. It's like week 11 through 15 that really matter.
Yeah, I hate using the 49ers this week. I will say that.
Have you looked at the week 3's games yet or no? Because I'm
No.
sure that seems important to not just pick for this week.
Well,
You just don't know.
I know the Niners aren't going to be a bigger favorite next week than they are right now. And yeah, I don't know. I mean, that's pretty much where I'm stuck because my second pick would be the Cowboys. My third would have been the Eagles, which we already missed.
So you're just picking teams that are like actually gonna like just stomp them.
That's the hope. You go with the big point spread.
Honestly, I don't hate the Lions, but we have to save them also.
Yeah.
I
But like,
guess.
what do you do at some point when it comes to?
We just have to leave those like the Thanksgiving and holiday games basically open, just so we have like choice.
I think that's true, and I also think
freedom.
like we know a hell of a lot less about these teams now than we will later. So like these big point spreads are the best insight that we have. Like when somebody is minus 9.5.
So like you don't
Like
want.
I would consider the Bills over the Ravens.
I was
think
gonna
that's
say
a good
that
pick.
or Raiders, yeah.
Or Raiders, yeah.
I was gonna say so then Bills, right?
Yeah, Bills look nice. Those are gonna be the 3 chalk picks: Bills, Cowboys, and Niners. I'm up for any of those 3 to be
What
honest.
say you Bengals?
No, Bengals on the road versus the
they're
Ravens.
home.
Bengals are home, but still, Ravens
Oh.
look decent last week.
Oh, this site.
It's a division game.
God
That
damn
doesn't
it.
Sound good.
So I don't know who's home and away. The site is. I thought they were listing them in order, but they're not. They're doing it
Yeah,
alphabetically.
Bengals are home. I'm just looking at ESPN so I can see them
Are the
all.
Bills home or away?
The Bills
They're
are home.
Oh, okay.
The Bengals are home.
Yeah, I mean, I like the Bills.
Yeah, I like the Bills.
I'd rather take the Bills over anybody else. I'm not sure how they're going to be later on in the season.
All right,
and
fine.
How many teams do
I'm
we
in
have?
for Bills.
How many teams do we have left?
We have one for the podcast.
Sure, but so for podcasting, we're choosing Bills.
I'm in for Bills.
Yes.
Nikki?
Yeah. Bills are great. I love Josh Allen.
All right. Josh Allen confirmed.
Let's hope
you.
he doesn't fucking butt fumble this week.
All right.
So now we got to pick for the spread.
All right. Each one of us can pick one game. We have 5 games.
All right. Well,
Okay,
let's do it.
I pick Falcons 1.5.
No,
Nice
whoa.
You gotta
Can
pick
we
5.
not throw away? He's picking Packers.
No, he's
Yeah.
not.
Yeah.
Yes,
Go
he
Pack,
is.
Yes,
go.
I am.
Go back, go.
Nobody's picking the Atlanta here. That's horrible.
Why would you pick Atlanta?
Can I
Can
just-
you please mute his
Can
mic?
I just bet you?
It's already done.
Thank you.
Like
Can
a
I just
side
bet
bet?
you? Yeah, let me just bet you then.
Oh, I'll bet that.
You already owe me push-ups, so like, what else do you want to owe me in the debt?
Dollars.
Whatever
Bet
you
American
want,
buddy.
Whatever you want.
I'm not betting you.
I'm not betting.
No,
Poor
yeah,
right
bet
now.
me. I got the resources. Whatever you want.
I got the resource. Yeah, you don't have the push-ups though.
I'll take the Packers minus 1.5.
You have to row across the Atlantic.
Just keep rowing.
No,
keep
Packers are getting 1.5.
No, I have them at minus 1.5.
Packers are getting 1.5.
Packers are getting 1.5.
So
Oh
you're,
my
you're
God.
reading this wrong.
Were we playing this?
I'm
week?
looking at Yahoo Sports.
The Falcons.
This thing's shit.
Yahoo Sports.
I
That's a
want
thing
Falcons.
still?
Who knew? Who knew?
Okay, we'll do has to row 3,000 meters in a certain time frame.
Okay, or we could just do 2,000 because I know the time frame.
Ooh, Eckler's going to be out this week. Thanks, Ifra.
Okay.
2,000 meters, sub 9 minutes.
Okay.
Okay.
And if you don't do it,
You just
wait.
do it till you have to do it, or till you complete it.
But you already know what your time is. I don't know what my time is. That's not fair.
Well, mine is very sub 9, so sub 9 is generous.
Okay, fine.
Okay.
All right, so Berkey's taking the Packers plus 1.5.
Yeah.
I can't believe he wanted the Falcons as a favorite.
The Falcons are home. I like the Falcons. I have a good feeling.
28-3, bro.
They're
28-3.
That guy's doing commentary now. He's out.
Yo, I saw some shit the other day.
Who is the Falcons quarterback now?
Desmond Ritter. Ryder? Or something like that.
Where did Carr go?
Cars and Saints.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah.
That's why
he's getting them pumped up down there.
That's right.
So
for the podcast, you can still take Packers. That's fine.
Okay.
So who are you?
I might not yet. We'll see.
I mean, listen.
But Landon has to go last just in case I have to block the Falcons.
I'll go last.
Nikki, what do you like?
I don't know. I don't know what you guys are looking at.
Go to ESPN.
I don't know how to do anything but regular fantasy football.
You never.
All right, so we're
what?
All right, so
Yeah.
let's.
Ooh.
Sorry.
Go to ESPN and look at
learning.
the spreads.
I went to Yahoo.
No, you don't. Ooh, that's what he
That's
did.
where I went. Big mistake.
Okay, thank you.
You gotta
Big
go to
mistake.
Oh my
you gotta go
God.
to ESPN and then it
Okay.
shows you who's home and who's not. Okay,
right.
I have a new pick.
Oh, actually, I'm not picking the Packers for what it's worth.
Fuck you.
But don't take.
No, don't take.
Wait, is
We're
there a certain strategy to this? Just who you think's gonna win
It's
Yeah, you just have to
basically
pick against the spread.
Yeah.
against the spread?
Yeah.
Okay.
Is there a strategy? I mean, if there's a good one, you can make a lot of money.
All right, man.
Wait, Matt, you have a new pick?
I have like 3 picks that I'm very high on.
All right, go on.
I love the Giants minus 4.5.
Dude, that spread is dropping.
Yeah, I don't care. That's even better as far as I'm concerned. I read a stat today that said teams
How do
that
you find
lost
the
by
spread?
3 scores or more week 1, playing a team that did not lose by double digits, are like 24-1 or something ridiculous.
Yeah, I'm just scared about them covering a spread. And I'm not. Is Dobbs playing? Yeah.
Does it matter?
I think.
He's not good.
No, he's not good, but the Giants fucking suck.
I'm not positive, but I'm pretty sure he was a 3rd stringer for us at one
Man,
point.
Conrad was so high on the Giants a week ago.
I was never high on the Giants. Never. I talked about the Jets.
Daniel Jones,
You
top 10
goddamn moron.
quarterback.
Now what?
And that was last year.
Well, now what? I like the Giants minus 4.5.
Okay.
I like the Cowboys a lot minus 8.5. I really don't think Zach Wilson's going to step in and do shit with this team, and Dallas's defense is pretty sick. I think betting on defenses early in the season is really good.
Wait, did you say you like the Giants?
Yeah.
Do you think like they're gonna win?
Yeah.
Well, they're playing Arizona.
He just likes them.
Arizona's really bad.
Okay. They haven't scored a single point this season.
I'm aware.
But I will.
The other team I'm about to pick also only scored 1 touchdown last week.
Yeah,
but I think
that's more than 0.
And that's-
that's
Nikki,
fair.
he's very high on these picks.
That is
Yeah.
the Steelers is a 2.5 point.
Very high,
home
very
dog.
high.
Way.
Bro, I'm telling
That's
you.
such a bad pick, man. I can't even believe we have to have this conversation.
I'm not even saying that they're going to win the game.
I'm going Browns.
I'm not. Okay, that's ridiculous. I'm not,
So we'll X that out.
I'm not even saying that the
That's
Steelers are
fine.
going to win the game. I'm just saying that historically they do incredibly well against the spread.
Yeah,
They're a
keep
home
looking at it
dog.
historically.
Okay. You act like as if they're a bunch of scrubs strapping in every week.
What are you talking about? You have the modern day Brandon Weeden and fucking Richardson at running back.
At some point, the Steelers bit's got to die, man.
It's not a bit.
Every week, the Steelers.
It's not. Well, no, this week.
All right, so listen. Honestly,
Last week was the Steelers.
They were a home dog last week.
I'm
They
keeping-
should have been more competitive.
oh my god, I'm keeping it real with you guys.
Fuck.
I like the Colts this week. I do like the Lions.
I hate you.
All right. Well, we're all out on the Colts.
I like the Colts. I
No
like
one
the
here
Oh
Lions.
yeah, I'm definitely Packers. Yeah, hell yeah.
You're an owner. You don't get to say.
I know.
I like the Packers.
Thank you.
You're
Okay.
biased.
I also like the Packers.
All right, so let's lock in the
I own them
Packers.
We can
because
lock
I
in the
believe in them.
Packers.
4 more.
You
Okay.
own them because of a gift.
All right. All right, so we'll lock in the Giants also.
Okay. I like the Giants.
I like Dolphins -3.
I also like that.
Who are they playing?
Patriots. Patriots are at
And-
home.
But 2 is 4-0 against Bill Belichick. I think it's going to be 5-0. He's cruising.
I like my
Bro,
Dolphins.
I don't know, man. I
But
I
worse-
don't like the Patriots, and I don't think they're very good. But they did a number against Philly last week.
Yeah, I know, but at worst it's a 3-point. Like they win, it's a push. 3 points, right?
How long does it
yeah.
usually take you guys to work all this out?
I mean, everyone's got some
Usually,
opinions.
everybody just brings one pick.
Okay.
But we have to argue about this.
This week when you got to argue
Well, we
about
don't. Everybody could just bring one pick.
Well, no, one pick equals him fucking taking Atlanta against the Packers.
Yeah, we can't. Well, we can veto the one pick.
do you
Oh,
feel-
that's where we are now.
I
All
like
right.
the Falcons.
Why?
He has no reason why. I mean, he doesn't even know who anybody
I
on the
like-
team is.
But
My
the Falcons aren't against the
All right,
spread.
who's their running back?
My read, this isn't a bad question for you because I can look up all the things I need right now.
Okay,
I just have a good feeling,
who
you know?
did they just draft?
I don't care.
But I thought you had
drafted-
to do against the spread.
You
They
do.
do.
What?
It's 1.5.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So like,
All right.
I lose if they win by 1.
Oh.
I am a
So-
little surprised to see the spread being so close, and I'm very surprised to see.
The line scares me, so I like the Falcons.
I got one that's a little scary, but I really like
so
it.
he's allowed to have the scary picks.
I like Jaguars plus 3.5.
Why
At home?
Why is that scary?
They're playing the
Jaguars are
Chiefs.
good. Oh, never
Yeah,
mind.
no, it's scary, but like,
Is Kelsey out?
no, everyone's playing.
I don't like the Jaguars.
Kelsey, Frank Clark, and is it Frank Clark? No, not Frank Clark.
Yeah, I'm not gonna be in the business of picking against the Chiefs. I don't think that's really a money making strategy.
I like it.
All right, I like the Giants on the road. I like the Cowboys at home.
I don't like the Cowboys.
Why? Because you like the Jets.
8.5. That's so
Bro.
many points.
Wait a minute.
Jets have good defense, man.
Cowboys are a good team.
Jets have like.
Yeah, the Jets have a shit offense. When the Cowboys score 3 touchdowns on D, it won't matter.
Do you understand? Zach Wilson's 5-0.
Don't fucking
Zach
start.
Wilson is 5-0 when Breece Hall is healthy.
Don't start with this Zach Wilson hype again.
Listen,
You were
I
the
don't need
first one to
I'm
run him
Breece
out of the
Hall-
locker room
I'm
last
Breece
year.
Halling it, all right?
You were literally the first one to say, get that bum out of the locker room
All
last year.
Zach Wilson has to do
He
is
was
be
the
a
first one that
game
said that.
manager.
He was.
I was kicking
Okay,
that motherfucker out.
Enough.
He wasn't acting correctly.
You got your Giants in there. We're not going to allow the fucking Jets to
no,
cloud
I'm
our
just
judgment.
blocking the Cowboys. They're dog shit.
No, they're not.
But they're not going to win by
They're the
8.5.
class of the East right now, for sure.
Oh, they definitely are. Nobody else is good. That's for sure. The Eagles are there. But they didn't play.
The Eagles have
great.
limped their way to 2-0.
It's kind of true. All right, so whatever. Go Cowboys. Can't wait to talk shit on Monday.
Okay, so Packers, Cowboys.
Browns.
No. Packers, Cowboys.
Dolphins.
Dolphins. Who did I say to begin with? Oh, the Giants, and then we need one more.
We're not taking the Steelers, man.
No,
I
it's
can't.
the Browns.
No,
we
it's
should take
not.
the Browns.
You're an idiot.
Why? Your team sucks.
Then just bet me.
Just take the Browns.
Then just bet me.
How much
Like,
higher can the tab go?
Who knows, man? I'm trying to get it lower.
It
no,
will get,
you're right.
It will get
You're
lower.
right. I am
Don't
trying to
worry.
get
We're
lower.
going to get there.
My bad.
I'm just going to bet against the
Wait a
Steelers all
minute.
year. We'll even.
Can we take Bengals -3?
No.
Stay away from those games.
Yeah.
Man. They're trap
It's a
games. I would
division-
take the Lions versus
We
Seahawks.
already
have
said-
such an
oh, yeah.
expert
We
on
said
our
Lions.
hands.
We don't have to save the Lions.
I thought we said Lions.
No.
Oh, we didn't say Lions?
No.
Okay, I'm with it. So that spread's fucking driving high, but it went from 3 to 4.5.
Yeah, 4.5 makes me nervous. 3 would make me a lot more comfortable, but I'm kind of with it. So Detroit, we got the Giants, we got the Dolphins, which I'm a little queasy over.
I like the Dolphins.
The Cowboys and the Packers.
Yeah.
Boys,
That's our weekend picks.
Packers. All right, just set
All
to
right.
you.
So when the
And-
so when the Falcons and the Bengals win, I get to be happy.
Well, I'm actually
I get to have more.
I'm actually
validation.
kind of rooting for the
Falcons
Bengals to
and the
win, to
Bengals
be
win.
honest. But I don't know that.
Snoop Dogg says the lock of the year is Lions -4.5. If they don't cover, I'll dress up like Landon as punishment. for the
Okay, but
win.
let's clarify.
WPT.
Let's clarify, Snoop. If they don't cover, you're dressing up as Landon in the towel.
In the towel, yes.
In the towel. It has to be in the towel.
Lock
Okay.
of the
How
year.
dare-
Otherwise, you're just a goofy tall guy with no sleeves.
the clear lock of the week is the fucking Browns.
You guys are so stupid.
Can't wait till it's fucking 21-0
Wait,
in
so
the second
we
quarter.
might take an audience pick depending on the win-loss, where they might have to subject themselves to public shaming.
Yeah, I'm definitely in for that.
I'm also in for that.
we
I was just
can
clarifying.
definitely give one pick to the audience from next week moving forward.
And then they have to run around in a track and we'll shoot them with paintballs. Is that how it works?
Drink milk.
Drinking sour
Yeah.
milk.
Drink sour milk.
That
Yeah.
sounds quite great.
They don't need the sour milk part. That's gross.
Are
I
they the
know.
asshole?
Somebody said Washington +3.5, and all I have to say is
I don't wanna touch
they
Washington.
looked fucking
They're so terrible.
horrible last week.
They made Arizona look good, and I'm very confident Arizona is a really bad team. I'm picking the fucking Giants -3.5.
Don't get me
against
wrong,
them.
they got Chase Young back this week, but
Don't care.
oh no.
The only reason anybody cared about Washington at all was because A, they're under new ownership, and B, they were playing the Cardinals, so it was like the chalk pick of the week.
Yeah, I mean it was great to get them out of the way.
Yeah, except they fucked us in the in the spread.
Fuck this hard.
Never again.
I can't believe you picked the Steelers. I'm so mad about that.
I'm mad too because it cost me picking them this week. If I had laid off them last week, I would have been able to talk you guys into it.
No, you wouldn't have.
The Steelers is a home
good.
dog versus the Browns on Monday night. The Browns are fucking dead.
Browns are
They're
playing
drawing
good.
dead.
Deshaun Watson's playing football.
No, he's not. Do you know who the leading quarterback in the AFC North is right now?
Yeah, Pickett.
Kenny Pickett by about-
because he had fucking garbage time throws the whole time.
Garbage
He's
time
down
throws.
by 30.
Bro, he threw for 235 yards. Relax.
We all came in garbage time.
Okay, my
in
point
the
is-
first half, he had 9 yards.
My point is the
Your
other.
point? You have no point. He had 9 yards in the first half.
Yeah, but in the second half he cooks. So
Right,
if you
he
use
cooked.
the second
because they
half,
played to prevent defense because they were up by 23.
Bro, do you understand that the other three quarterbacks all threw for like under 160?
It's all right.
Deshaun Watson has like 135 yards passing this year. I think Burrows has 89.
Listen, man.
Like, what are we talking about?
man.
Deshaun Watson came to play.
hey
Came
man,
to
first
play.
of
He
all,
didn't
his
turn the
name is
ball over.
Burrow.
I don't give a shit what his name is.
Second off,
I'm
it's
putting no respect on his name.
Why are we using one game sample sizes to make our conclusions?
Oh, he did turn over the ball. He had one interception.
No shit. I'm not. I'm using the entire last season. Deshaun Watson looked like trash.
You can't use last season and talk about this season.
But what about the season before?
Sure.
Oh yeah, that's okay.
At what point do I get to look at past performance for Deshaun Watson?
2 years before that.
Oh, okay. Way back before all the
When he had
rapey
his
stuff.
great year.
Yeah. Back before the rapey stuff when he was still a Houston Texan. I understand. Things change, bro. He's not it.
People don't. People never change.
The AFC North is fucking paying their quarterbacks too.
Are you okay?
For no reason.
$600 million between Burrow, Deshaun Watson, and more than $600 million. Burrow, Deshaun Watson, and Lamar. All of them put it up goose eggs week 1.
No, Lamar had a decent game, didn't he?
He ran for a lot.
Yeah, I mean, that's
He's
what
gonna have to
Lamar
run for a
does.
lot more. Dobbins is out for the season now.
Yeah, that's pretty sick. I mean, who do they get?
I guess they just promoted. What's his face? I just picked him up. I had no choice. I had Dobbins.
I can't even find out because I went to go look at the Russian.
Guy's fucking dust. I can't even remember his name. He's terrible.
Gus Edwards.
Gus Edward. Yeah.
Don't say bad
Dust.
things about my cat.
He's just dust.
Aw.
Dusty.
All right.
All
I
right.
mean, I don't know, man. I think the Pittsburgh ends. Oh, by the way, you can get plus 750 for them to win the division. That's how bad that fucking people think they are.
Yeah.
And I mean, no, they are.
They being Steelers, I'm sure.
Overreaction Monday. 1 week. You guys all fucking blow the whole thing up. Let's go.
Go get your plus 750 out
I'll
there.
take it. I will absolutely take it.
Who are you betting? The Book of Conrad?
No, go find go to the book.
All
And,
right. Well, let me talk to my runner. I'm gonna have you head down to Resorts World.
all right, sure.
Talk to my
Shift
runner.
the dollars. How much you want to
Are
put
you
on it?
sure? Are you sure he's the runner?
I'm getting 7.5 to 1.
Yeah.
We can put 10 dimes on that one.
Oh my God! Have you ever wasted 10 dimes? I'm gonna make up a ticket and just fucking. I'm like, here, bro.
Yeah, I made a. You took your 10K
the
and made a
biggest
parlay
free-
instead to
that's
win
the
$8
biggest
billion.
free roll.
I'll just hedge it like week 16 whenever they're tied for first.
Oh,
And then they have the Ravens
God.
left to play.
Wait a minute. Okay, I just need to know if we were to run through the entire Steeler schedule.
Yeah.
What do you think they end?
I think they end 10-7.
And that's playoff contention.
That'll be playoffs.
That'll be division
That will
winning.
not be playoffs.
Unlikely to be division. But
So-
I'm being a realist here.
I like that.
You
I would
think-
still bet them at plus 750 though.
You think 10 and
because
7
because you're a, just
'cause
a
I think-
How many
hopeful-
teams
I-
make the playoffs?
7.
7. Okay.
so from each there's a
Yeah,
bye.
there's only
because
one
of
bye week now instead of 2.
Ooh,
There used to be 2 bye teams. Now there's only 1.
interesting.
7 plays 2, 6 plays 3, 5 plays 4.
In both spots.
Yep.
Wow. So they
Um,
removed a team then.
No, it used to be 6.
Oh, I see.
1 and 2 got a bye.
Got it.
3
So
played
that's cool.
6.
That's nice.
4 played 5.
I like
Okay.
that.
Yeah, I think they're drawing dead.
Okay, that's good. Good for you. I'm on tilt, so why don't we move on to a little mental game talk?
Why are you on tilt?
Because I have to deal with these dummies every
Oh,
fucking week. Like,
That's fair.
I understand.
I can't wait till fucking Tuesday morning.
Here, you know what? You know what it is, Nikki. This is why I'm on tilt. Let me talk to you for a second.
Okay.
Oh my
Talk-
God.
talk
hear
to me, Matt.
Let's ISO here.
You gotta
All right,
listen
look.
to this
This is
dog
why I'm on
shit.
tilt.
Yeah.
I don't pretend to be an NFL analyst. I don't pretend to know anything about what's going on in the sport as far as like being a sharp goes.
Mm-hmm.
I wholeheartedly through and through am a goddamn yinzer who bleeds black and gold and is always going to jump on the bandwagon for my teams.
Every
You're,
week is
you're an
Steeler
everyman's
week.
man.
That's right.
You're
Every
a man
week,
of the people.
every week I will lead
Yeah.
from the front with my Steelers pick.
You will bleed from the front.
That's right.
With your
That's
Steelers
right.
picks. Yes.
And from these dopes, I have to listen to how sharp they are and all these other things while they covertly rise their goddamn teams through the ranks too, like just ever so subtly. No, I don't like Dallas this week. I don't like Dallas. Oh, why don't you like Dallas this week?
They
they're
beat
playing
the
fucking
Bills
Jets.
last week.
They're playing
The Jets beat the Bills last week.
Their defense.
Let's not make any fucking, like, what do you expect? The Jets beat the Buffalo Bills, which is supposedly the best team in the AFC outside of
No,
the
they
Chiefs.
are not the best team in the AFC.
Who is?
They're just not. I don't
Are
know
you gonna
yet
say the
because one
Steelers?
week has been
He
played.
said he's not a sharp. He's an everyman's man. You don't ask him questions like
That's what I was
that.
going to say. Are you going to say the Steelers?
Don't ask my client, my everyman client, that question.
I can give
Wait,
you an
does that
answer.
mean
and
Conrad's
that's-
a shark?
I don't know.
Yeah. Well, he's saying that Berkey's saying that you guys act like you're sharps.
I don't know shit about fuck.
Same.
Yeah.
I mean,
Yeah, maybe it is just Conrad.
I
It
just
is just
snowboard all of
Conrad.
you guys.
I
What do you
said,
want
all
to
I
say?
said was I like the Falcons, and I
Mike-
got fucking.
Well,
I'm
you're
also
going
pretty
against his
confident.
picks.
I need to go back and review the tape, but I'm pretty confident. I picked the Steelers every week last year. The Steelers went 9-8, so they didn't even do that great. However, I'm very sure that I outperformed Conrad and Weekend Warrior by a large sum.
I don't think you did.
Sometimes
Wow.
that happens. Like the teams that auto draft just outperform
That's right.
the people that actually do waiver
Oh,
management and
right.
stuff
The
like
people
that.
who are paying attention.
Yeah. The people that pay attention
mean-
that are obsessed with it, they lose, and then the people that don't care, they just auto drafted their team.
If you auto drafted Tyreek Hill, you're doing pretty good.
That's a
Speaking
win.
of,
That's
I
awesome.
auto drafted. I got Dobbins, who got hurt. I replaced him with Philadelphia's running back, who also got hurt, and I didn't take him out of my lineup.
Wow.
Wah,
Big
wah.
zero.
That's
You know who I'm playing this week?
what?
Lamanna.
Give him
Good
the
luck.
money. You guys just give him
GLGL.
money.
Yeah, it just fucking gets
So
the free
you're
roll.
on
I'm
tilt
still
because
a
you have
favorite.
to deal with these
How
people.
are you still a favorite?
Because I have Jefferson,
Oh, nice.
26 points. I'm still the favorite. Let's fucking go. I am on tilt.
You've returned. to
I'm
us.
just trying to get us to the
Yeah,
main
you're,
topic
yeah,
here.
you're getting this. Your segue's perfect.
I'm
it's
trying
so
to get us
smooth.
there.
Yeah.
I don't know.
You
where
want to
get us
borrow
from
my
there.
book?
What? Have you read it actually?
This was
cover
actually
to
the
cover?
very first book I ever read in poker.
So I own it.
Yeah.
I've never
Really?
read
Do you
it.
have the second copy?
I own the green one.
How is there? How is there
Oh,
part
that's
two?
the second one.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
There's a
This
part
is the
two.
part one. I don't have the other
This
one.
is Jerry Tendler, right?
Yeah, someone recommended this book to me, and that's how I discovered that there's a whole strategy to poker. Because in the opener, it's like it's talking about the inchworm growth scale or whatever.
Okay.
How you like inch your A game, and then your C game gets better too. It's like an inchworm thing.
I wouldn't have
And-
went with that analogy, but I understand.
Yeah, well, it's a whole like growth model or a learning model,
Okay.
adult learning model.
Okay.
And yeah, it's what it's called. And
Raise the floor, not the
like
ceiling.
during the opener, he says, you know, like in the beginning, you probably didn't know you were supposed to fold a
was light.
3-bet OOP with QJ little O and
You sound like Pigtails reading our
like-
group chat.
yeah. So that's as
Nobody can
someone
read
that
her
was
group
not
chat.
introduced to GTO. I was like, there's a whole language and strategy involved. I picked it up because it was psychology, and like a lot of what I was doing was psychology, and I love poker, and I thought this could like be a topic on our show. But then I got obsessed with studying strategy after that.
This is always a question that comes up whenever I meet like lay people who don't really play the game all that often. And it's like, how much of the game do you think is just like, you know, reading someone's soul and like, you know, just looking at them and knowing? It's like, I don't know, man. I used to think it was maybe more than it actually is, but I still think it's like low, like sub 10%.
Like 4%.
But it matters.
And
It's not nothing.
yeah, I think that
It's
like
true.
if you didn't read people at all and you were just like in a vacuum playing solver, like just very theory, you would be a winning player probably in the long run. But I think that you would be way more profitable if you also had the skill of like reading people. Like, and
Yeah.
I think that you can learn one and the other one's way harder. Like the people that can read people, that's tough to teach someone.
Yeah,
But
that's true.
everyone can learn the technical aspects. And
I like to think of it as from the reverse. Like when I'm in a tough spot making a bet or something to that effect, how do I feel like at a physiological level? And it's not good. I mean, I've trained myself to feel a lot more comfortable in these spots, but
Yeah.
like, you know, that feeling of like your heart racing, you know, it's tough to swallow, like fight or flight is kind of kicking in. And it's really difficult to think that you're not giving anything away.
absolutely.
So like somebody who's sharp enough to actually pay enough attention to kind of pick up on these things is just going to. or at least they're going to attempt to, I guess.
There's actually a really easy fix for this.
Go ahead.
Just don't bluff anymore.
Oh, right.
Right.
How do you win the red line if you don't bluff?
How do you win?
You take the blue line.
Oh, yes. Right. The blue line. What a magical place that must be where every time the hand shows down, you just have the best of it.
That's honestly
feels
how it
good.
was for me the first 5 months I played.
Yeah.
I was like, wow, this game's easy.
they
Must
were-
be because I'm studying.
They were messing around at the cabin, and they were playing this game called Ontario Hold'em, I think. And what it is it's pineapple pre-flop, and then it becomes a mix of Hold'em and stud. Or sorry, it's pineapple pre-flop, draw. So you could draw 1, 2, or 3. You get 3 cards. You can draw 1, 2, or 3. And then it becomes stud.
So much going
From
on.
that point
It's a
forward,
Frankenstein game.
It's a Frankenstein game. So like, if you pitch 1, 2, or 3, those cards now come back to you face up. So you never really want to pitch 3 because then your hand is just transparent,
Open,
right?
yeah.
But if you pitch 2, you have 2 showing, whatever. Then there's a community board, just like Hold'em. And then turns and rivers, instead of being community, are dealt like stud. So everybody gets their cards up. And I'm like watching them play. First of all, they're playing way bigger than they realize. They're playing 4-8, no limit, which is probably equivalent to like 10-25 maybe, maybe even slightly larger. And I'm watching them play, and everybody's just completing pre-flop. Nobody's raising pre-flop because what's a good starting hand? They don't know, But what they should know is like if you have the button, you should just always raise because you just put them in hell kind of thing. And then after the flop, the betting would like mostly check to the button, who would bet smallish, and then go heads up and kind of just check down, and the one pair hand would win over and over and over and over again, versus like a draw that missed or a worse one pair hand. And I'm sitting there watching, and they're like, play, and I was like, I don't like to play poker for fun. I'm sorry, I just don't. And they're like, oh, come on. Like, I'm like,
Why? What's up with you guys on that?
because I would have obliterated them.
Yeah, but if we're playing for fun, that means
No.
it's fun money.
No, it would have been like thousands of dollars.
No, like okay, so Berkey came over when me and Joey Ingram and Kaina England and Caitlin were all playing PLO, and me, Kaina, and Caitlin don't play PLO, and so Joey was like kind of coaching us, and Matt comes over, we're like, play, and he's like, no, and he's just watching, and we don't know what we're doing, but it's like 50 cents.
But I will make it so much less fun for you.
No, it's more fun.
No, and that's what I was trying to explain to them. I was like, I will make this so unfun for you. So,
You don't know what fun is.
No, you don't know what not
because
fun is.
competing's more fun than someone soft playing. Like,
You don't
that's
understand.
not fun.
You don't understand. The clear path here was to just be all in before turn
Okay.
as much as humanly possible.
Yeah, so then I copy your strategy, and now you're fucked.
No, you don't. What are you gonna do?
Just
Like
watch
have
you and I
6
copy
high?
you.
You're just gonna have 6 high and jam. So like one
Like,
of the
okay, every time he's on the button, he jams. Okay, so every time I'm on the button, I
no,
jam.
you don't have to do it pre, but like
Well, this is the issue with that the copy strategy has failed.
yeah, it's already anyway. Like one of the first hands I see.
Go the way you
This
wanted
wasn't
it
even
to
my
go.
point. My point is like play for fun.
one of the first hands I see, like somebody stays pat pre-flop, and the community board comes out like 10-6, or it's just 2 cards, so it's like just 10-6 offsuit, and the first person to act bets like third pot, and the next person just folds ace-10. I'm like, what are we doing here? Like, what is even going on here? And then they're like, play, and I was like, I'm not gonna play. Like, I'm not gonna play because I'm just going to absolutely smash all in every single time I make a pair, and you guys are gonna fold like tens if you don't have 2 pair plus, which is a really hard qualifier to make in this game. So Keith Gibson's like watching from afar, and I'm explaining to them why I don't want to play. I was like, you guys don't bluff, and like the clear path to winning here is bluffing, and you won't have any fun if you're constantly folding. And Keith is like, I'll play. So he sits down, they play for like an hour and a half, and the game obviously just dies pretty quickly. I run into one of the guys who like showed everybody the game, and I was like, so what happened with Keith? And he's like, oh, he doubled me up. I go, oh, yeah, that probably happens whenever he's trying to bluff a lot. He goes, yeah, he cleaned me out later. The game broke. I'm like, yeah, exactly. Like, it's just, it's tipped so far in the direction of the person who's not capable of having fun,
Yeah.
that it ruins the game.
Right.
Like-
So you're saying that you're just the proclaimed person that doesn't have fun.
Yeah, fun to me
Yeah.
is winning. Like,
Yeah, and maybe like were other people drinking?
Yeah, of course.
Yeah, so you have to. That's the rule. Like, you have to drink, I think.
Yeah, they just want to make the best
like, if you're too
hand and
analytical,
showdown.
oh,
Right, like that's all. They were making $8 bets into a $25 pot, and then they're just like checking turn and not betting river and showing one pair.
I
and,
think
like,
because okay, so here's my theory. Like, when I play for funsies, like with friends, like when we were playing at the Poker Night America house, it's like you get to do things that aren't theory because you're in a friend environment. So it's like you just get to like see the flop for stupid, cheap, like just everyone limps. We get to see a flop.
This is my nightmare.
Like all the stuff that's like you can't do at a casino. I think that's the thing when we're just drinking and like having fun.
Okay, Landon and I are the same. That
Yeah,
sounds
you're boring. You're
awful.
You're just like, you just loosen up a little bit. And then, because you're already working,
But now you're not
you're
trying to
already
win.
playing poker for a living.
But
like,
what's the point of the game if you're not trying to win?
Well, you are trying to win, but it's like by accident.
That's not trying to win.
Like the game is shit talking. The game is not the game. The game is shit talking the person you're playing.
The way you shit talk is
And then
make them fold
watching-
the best hand.
Yeah.
Right, that's trying to win.
Just shit. But that's the fun
This, you
part.
know what? This happens every time we run a meetup game too. We used to run them after the academies, and I had
couldn't
to
stand.
stop.
I can't stand playing
I had
you
to
in
stop.
meetup games.
Oh my god, that was actually a lot of fun.
You guys are losers.
You.
We ran like 3 meetup games, play 1-2 or 1-3 at MGM, and I'm up like $15,000. Like I just can't. I can't not.
You guys have me on tilt. So much tilt.
Everything you just described puts me on tilt.
Good.
Like
Good.
that.
Good.
That's my version of like going to a foreign movie. Like I don't want to read the subtitles, Nikki.
IP Man's really good.
You're
I'm
close-minded.
sorry. What?
IP Man.
The fuck is IP?
You
Man?
see, you gotta watch IP Man. It's a really good movie. It's a foreign movie.
Oh man.
Doesn't
Conrad
it
with the
like,
culture.
feel kind of fun to go out of your comfort zone?
Yeah,
Like,
take me to a club. I'm out of my
ew.
comfort zone.
Oh my god.
I don't want to be at a club either, but my point is,
Yeah, but that sounds fucking awful.
I don't want to
But
turn my
why?
job into
because
my
it's
recreation.
so loud and you can't hear anybody, and you just start crying because you're overstimulated and you have sensory overload issues.
That's how I feel playing with friends and they're limping and,
Yeah.
and drinking.
Yeah.
It's like, ugh, there's too much here. I'd rather play to win, but then
Yeah.
you feel weird beating your friends.
No, you don't feel
Not
weird
just
because it's
beating
fucking
them.
$10 or whatever. It's not
never
like
$10.
it's not a
Never
life
That's
changing
how
amount
it
of money.
starts.
It's not for you. It's not, but for them it is.
It's not about the money either. It's about at some point people say, oh, because like I don't drink either. It's like, oh, like he's not drinking. He's obviously going to win and take all of our money. And then we're like, of course we don't want him to play.
Yeah, it's like, well, I'm going to do that, but it's not because I'm not drinking.
Yeah, it's like-
Get better friends.
It's like my work environment, like playing poker to me is the most fun I could ever have in a strategic sense of trying to win.
but like take the
I don't
coat
have
off.
more friends.
But why would you want to turn your work into your
No,
recreation?
take your coat off.
What does that mean?
I mean, okay, so like I used to be an actor.
Just
and,
row.
Like you go act, and it's like actually really grueling being on set for 12 to 14 hours.
Right,
And, like,
so you're in a group of friends,
So then,
and they
okay,
want to do improv.
and we make a YouTube video, and
No,
we don't
that's
make
way
any
different.
fucking money,
That's
and
way
it's just
different.
fun. It's fun because there's no pressure. There's no pressure in the environment, and like the only pressure is who can outlaugh the other person.
Yeah,
like,
but
who
that's
can
different because like you're actually creating something you're proud of. It's a piece of content
Yeah.
that's going to live on the internet.
Yeah.
Your friends and peers
So
are
you're
giving you a
having
lot
a
of
joyful
accolades.
time with your friends.
I'm saying
Talk shit about them while a game
I'm
is
saying
happening.
you're a professional actor, and then on a Friday night, 7 of your friends who have no acting skills whatsoever invite you over for a game of charades.
That's fun.
Fuck you.
Charades is different than acting.
Okay, fine, a game of improv.
Yeah, I mean might be pretty rough.
Right.
If they invited me to their open mic,
Yeah, they invite you to a game of improv, and the
I will say I can't fucking stand open mics. Yeah, as,
the first open-ended question you ask them, they just look at you and go, "No." You're like, "That's not how the game is played."
It's yes and.
Yes and.
if they're having fun.
No, you're lying. You're
Yeah,
lying to
yeah,
you.
yeah,
You're lying to your
and to me.
teeth.
Okay, that's a good analogy.
All right, we're here.
I digress, but I mean,
I take it back.
I think that it's fun.
Yeah, poker's still.
I'll continue to have fun.
Poker's
playing.
very enjoyable to you.
I think
E-
that's why I
even
won't
like in
go
fun
pro.
environments, you'll still learn stuff, right?
Yeah.
You know who's enjoying poker right now?
Who?
The 7 people at the final table of the 10K Masters.
Oh.
Poker Masters.
that's
It's
right.
back. It's purple jacket chasing
Isn't-
time.
Victoria's there, right?
He goes Poker Masters.
Poker Masters.
Poker Masters.
Victoria is there. Aram was chip leading. The GOAT, Ren Lin,
Right.
always there.
I think Victoria's second in chips.
Yeah.
Was.
And
A lot of Victoria still left to sell on Stake Kings from the tweet I saw earlier
I saw
today.
that. She's out there.
3 final tables already,
And
including
she's
satellites.
selling at Markdown, it looked like.
At Markdown. Get it while it's hot.
It's popping.
Honestly, like I think I might just go buy. What the fuck are we doing here? Momentum is the thing, baby.
She's on a roll. I think she won both, or 2 satellites this week also.
Yeah, of course.
It's pretty sick.
That's why you can sell at markdown. Makes it easy.
Sure.
You're not losing anything.
You're actually winning.
Honestly, we should have saved this mindset talk for DePaulo on Monday.
Okay.
Well, we already made the thumb. We got to talk about it. That's the way the algorithm works, Nikki.
Ah, shit. You're right. Well, we can just repeat the thumb with a different guapo angry picture.
Thanks for that.
Yeah, it was a
I
good
thought it looked
debut.
great, Guap.
Yeah, it looked good. It looks like you're really
I actually
tilted.
have a bone to pick with everybody in this room.
Go on.
Yeah, go ahead. Get us.
You guys let me get really fat.
What?
We did?
When I first got here, I was like 160 pounds, and this picture that I just saw, I was just like, man, it's such a like.
Did you make a bunch of fat loss bets?
Yeah,
Yeah,
how
they
you
didn't go
blame
very
everybody
well.
else?
It's our fault.
Wait. Why is he blaming us
Why
for
don't
his
you
own
go-
downfall?
Because
guys
we
let
pay
me
him
get-
in tortillas.
Because you guys exactly that, and you let me get super comfortable, and I'm just like all nice and happy. Like, no, you guys need to fat shame me. When I come in, just like
is that
buckle.
not Landon before? Is that not what I do? every time I see him before the podcast, you go to the gym?
Yeah, I might have lied a couple times.
You fucking lied to me?
Just a couple times.
Now Landon's on tilt.
No, it's just ridiculous, right? Why hold someone accountable when they can't hold themselves accountable?
Oh my God, get off your
Jesus
fucking horse.
Christ.
I
Okay,
can't take
well,
it.
On that note,
Unbelievable.
God.
I'll just
You
change the-
fucking no, you don't get it because we have a handshake. It's sacred. And I'm like, oh, you go to the gym? He says yes. I'm like, oh wow, I'm proud of you.
wow.
But now he's lying to me.
Not always, just a couple times.
Just a couple times.
I'll change the thumbnail to a Weekend Warriors thumbnail because that's what we talked
The
about.
Weekend Warriors.
That's what we did.
Let's fucking go.
Yeah. The little fucking Dracula graphic.
Well,
That's Conrad's finest word.
That is the best work that's ever been done on
It
this
looks
Or
like
it's
it's
podcast.
just turn
always-
into a bat and fly
So
away.
It's always
Everybody.
Halloween. Yeah, it's very spooky.
I appreciate it raining money in the background.
It's literally the best bit ever.
All right, Conrad, just to give yourself a chance to save face this year, you're going to have to start to keep score on the Weekend Warrior picks.
Rob, you everything written down?
No, but I'll watch the pod. And
I mean,
I'll
you
take
wrote it-
notes.
you wrote
That
it
I
down
won't-
and sent
that
it to
I won't
me.
lie about.
Well, I mean, this is a collective.
right.
So it's kind of weird. But I will say, there's free money out there. Before we go, Dion in Colorado. It looks like the other coach was talking shit this week. And
Oh, yeah.
he said, "What my parents taught me to take my
off,
hat and sunglasses off when I speak to adults." And Dion took that personally. He's then giving the sunglasses to everybody he's seen the last
I saw
24
that.
hours. So
I saw that.
they're minus 23.5 right now. And it seems like get it while it's hot.
Yeah.
I don't know.
It might be a first half blowout.
Go Buffs.
It sounds like it's got to be. It sounds personal.
All right, team. It's been good to be back. Feels good.
Yeah, check out this new banner.
Oh, yeah. We got
cool
a new
new banner.
Check that shit
What
out.
banner?
It's
You'll
on,
see.
It's on our Twitter page.
But you'll see it at the end of this episode, too.
You'll see it as a closing graphic.
really cool.
I got to get down to the Bellagio. There is money in the streets, and
Bellagio.
Daddy hasn't eaten in 4
Bellagio.
days.
It's been cold plunging.
That's right. I'm fresh and
Yeah,
ready
get
to
back
rock,
to work.
baby. Got to get back to work. Make Landon some cash.
Yeah,
we'll
make
see you
me
guys
rich.
on Monday. We're going to be joined by the one and only Ryan DePaulo.
Jesus.
Not entirely sure what time. Probably noon. Almost certainly noon.
Probably.
Last time he was on, he has an outfit.
Great to see him.
He
Me
does have
too.
an outfit to wear. We'll see you guys all noon on Monday.
Later, squad.
Peace.
Look at that.